Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fluctus Channel. Along America's maritime borders, the chase can begin long before a patrol boat reaches the target. Customs and Border Protection uses air and marine operations to watch coastal routes, river approaches, ports, and open water where small craft may try to slip through at night. The mission combines aircraft, patrol boats, radar, radios, night vision, and trained crews who must make fast decisions without losing control of the scene. At sea, there are no roadblocks, lane markings, or safe shoulders. A suspicious boat can turn suddenly, vanish into darkness, or force agents to close distance across rough water. CBP's maritime role grew from the need to secure borders that are not marked by fences or highways. Air and marine operations supports law enforcement from the sky and water, while Border Patrol and port officers handle people, vehicles, cargo, and crossing points on land. Before patrol, boat crews inspect engines, fuel, communications, emergency gear, medical kits, weapon security, and personal flotation equipment. Their safe boats are built for speed and stability, allowing agents to move quickly across bays, harbors, and coastal waters. Crews scan for overloaded craft, unusual routes, poor lighting, and vessels that ignore normal traffic patterns. During a high-speed maritime pursuit, the aircraft often becomes the first eye over the target. A helicopter or fixed-wing crew detects a lights-out boat moving through darkness, tracks its course, and calls nearby marine units into position. Below, interceptor boats accelerate across the water, cutting through spray while agents keep communication open with the aircrew. The aircraft circles above, updating speed, heading, and hazards, while boat crews choose an approach that avoids collision. The goal is not reckless speed, it is control. Agents must close the gap, signal the operator, force a stop when legally possible, and protect everyone on the water. Once the suspect vessel slows, the most dangerous seconds begin. Agents come alongside, watch hands, secure the boat, and separate the occupants from controls that could restart the chase. One agent keeps cover, another gives commands, and another prepares to board. The deck may be wet, cramped, and unstable. Engines are checked, compartments are opened, documents are reviewed, and any hidden cargo or unauthorized passengers are secured according to procedure. Every step must stay calm, because panic on a small boat can become deadly quickly. The same maritime world also includes semi-submersible vessels. These craft ride extremely low in the water, leaving only a small profile above the surface. Coast Guard boarding teams have intercepted self-propelled semi-submersibles in international waters, including operations in the Eastern Pacific during major patrols. Boarding one is dangerous because the vessel may be unstable, poorly ventilated, and difficult to climb onto. A law enforcement team approaches by small boat, times its movement with the waves, and places personnel onto the narrow top section. They secure the hatch, control the people aboard, check for flooding hazards, and search for contraband or unauthorized travelers. These operations show why maritime patrol is different from ordinary policing. A chase may begin with a single radar contact and end with agents balancing on a moving deck at night. It may involve helicopters, fast boats, cutters, interpreters, medical checks, evidence handling, and coordination between agencies. CBP and Coast Guard crews train for these moments because the sea gives smugglers distance, darkness, and speed. Patrol teams answer with patience, sensors, teamwork, and resolve. Even when the safest place available is a rolling boat beside a target that refuses to stop. Weather, fuel, crew fatigue, darkness, and sea state can change the plan within minutes. When border security pressure increases, military support can help CBP reinforce key locations without replacing the law enforcement mission. Troops have assisted with logistics, engineering, surveillance support, transportation, and barrier improvements, allowing Border Patrol agents and CBP officers to remain focused on inspections, arrests, and daily enforcement. The relationship is built around separation of duties. CBP personnel make law enforcement decisions, while military units provide manpower, equipment, planning support, and technical skills that strengthen the border environment. Training for vehicle pursuits is one part of that environment. Air and marine operations demonstration events show how helicopters and ground teams coordinate during fast-moving chases. A vehicle may accelerate across open ground or roadways, forcing pilots to keep safe altitude while maintaining visual contact. From above, the aircrew can follow turns, call out locations, and guide officers on the ground without putting a patrol car into every dangerous curve. In car chase training, timing matters. Drivers practice controlled pursuit distance, radio discipline, approach angles, and stopping techniques. The purpose is to end the movement without creating a larger danger for officers, bystanders, or the people being pursued. Helicopter support becomes especially important when people cross through remote terrain. CBP aircrews flying AS-350 style helicopters can locate movement, guide ground agents, and monitor suspects from above until officers arrive. Once a group is stopped, agents give commands, secure the area, check for injuries, and separate individuals for processing. The arrest phase is slower than the chase. Names, conditions, personal items, and safety concerns must be handled carefully. A helicopter may remain overhead while agents confirm that no one has fled into nearby brush, roads, or buildings. Military engineering support appears in a different form at ports of entry and border barriers. At San Ysidro and other locations, Marine units from engineering battalions assisted CBP by installing concertina wire, strengthening fences, and improving physical obstacles. The process is practical and repetitive. Trucks deliver materials. Marines unload rolls of wire, stretch them along prepared sections, fasten them to existing barriers, and secure sharp coils with gloves, tools, and teamwork. Leaders mark work areas, watch safety spacing, and coordinate around traffic lanes so the port can continue functioning. The work may look simple, but it requires discipline because wire barriers can injure the workers as easily as anyone else. Supervisors also track fatigue, heat, hydration, tools, briefings, and communications, so support work does not create new problems at already crowded crossings. Ports of entry face another challenge: volume. Passenger cars and commercial trucks can build into massive lines when crossing demand rises or processing resources are stretched. CBP officers must inspect vehicles, verify documents, answer questions, watch for threats, and keep lanes moving. Even a small slowdown can ripple into long delays. In these moments, border security is not the only pursuit. It is crowd management, patience, organization, and control of space. That is why crowd and riot control training matters. Security forces practice forming lines, holding shields, moving as a unit, responding to thrown objects, and protecting gates or facilities without losing discipline. Commands must be clear. The front line holds position, the next line supports, and leaders watch the crowd's mood. Whether at a port, a base, or a border support area, the goal is to prevent disorder from becoming violence. From helicopter chases to wire barriers, from arrest processing to traffic management, border reinforcement is a layered operation. It depends on agents, officers, troops, pilots, engineers, and security personnel doing separate jobs inside one coordinated system. Every lane, aircraft, barrier, and radio call becomes part of one protective map during periods of pressure. At sea, stopping a suspicious vessel can require skills beyond patrol work. Marines have a long history of operating from ships, protecting naval forces, and boarding vessels when the mission demands it. Within a Marine Expeditionary Unit, the Maritime Raid Force is trained for direct action, recovery operations, and visit, board, search, and seizure missions. These teams move from ship, helicopter, or small boat onto targets where space is tight and footing is uncertain. Before a raid, Marines rehearse the sequence until every movement has purpose. They study the target, assign teams, check weapons, test radios, prepare ladders, inspect ropes, and walk through mock spaces. Each Marine must know who climbs first, who provides security, who searches compartments, who controls detainees, and who reports to command. Rehearsals aboard ships turn boarding into routine before approach. Small boats often make the first connection. A support vessel lowers a rigid-hulled inflatable boat, or RHIB, into the water. The RHIB accelerates toward the target, bouncing across waves while the coxswain adjusts speed and angle. Closing on a moving vessel is difficult. The boat must avoid the wake, match speed, and bring the team close enough to climb without crushing the craft against the hull. During VBSS training, the boarding team moves in layers. The first Marines climb aboard and secure the entry point. Others follow with weapons pointed into safe sectors, controlling corners, ladders, doors, and stairways. Search teams move compartment by compartment, opening hatches, clearing rooms, checking documents, and looking for hidden spaces. Detainee handlers control personnel found on the vessel, while communicators report progress back to the ship. The mission is not only to board, it is to take control without losing accountability of people, evidence, or team members. Airborne infiltration adds another option. Helicopters can place Marines above a ship when sea conditions make boat boarding difficult or when speed is critical. A team may fast rope from the aircraft, land on an upper deck, and secure access points before moving downward. Rotor wash, noise, slick decks, and limited space make this dangerous work. But it allows Marines to reach the target from an unexpected direction. The connection to CBP and Coast Guard patrols is clear. These operations depend on detection, pursuit, approach, boarding, search, and control. CBP agents may chase high-speed boats near the border. Coast Guard teams may climb onto semi-submersibles offshore. Marines may rehearse VBSS against larger vessels during Alligator Dagger. Different uniforms, same principle. The sea cannot become a hiding place for illegal movement or hostile action. From aircraft overhead to RHIBs on the water and Marines landing from the air, the chase ends when trained teams step aboard, secure the vessel, and bring order to a dangerous target. That is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. Thank you.